Yo, what's going on, folks? Appreciate your time, man. Really do appreciate it. Like, subscribe, most importantly, comment down below. So this video, I'm gonna come up with a title at the end of the video. To be honest, it's like I don't even like talking about this type of shit, but I know it has to be addressed, so I will do it. Ain't no fear about doing it. It's one of those things where um, I don't take any pleasure in talking about it, and because the shit just disgusts me, you know what I'm saying? Uh, this video is about all the over sexualization and the sexual assaults and the pedophilia that's been going on. Um, you know, I don't want to say right now because it's been going on. It's just that since this is the time of of awareness, this is the time of revealing the truth. It's only right that all these truths are coming out, right now. Tis the season. You know what I mean? It's really what it is. It's just that time. It's that time for everybody's card is getting pulled. You know what I mean? Everybody from every level, every card is getting pulled because there is an unbalance in nature. And when there's an unbalance in nature, nature will scream for balance. It might take some time, but nature will scream for balance, and that time is coming. And that time is coming. The time is now, but the thing is that there's more to come. There's more that is going to be revealed. You know what I mean? So, and I speak on that in regards to, you know, it's just been a mess. And the reason why I'm addressing it, the reason why it's so important, is because for me, it's touching on the specific issues that I have been addressing in a lot of these videos. You know, the most consistent point that I've been making throughout all these videos is the fact that there is an imbalance in regards to decision making when it comes to the people and then the people governing them. There is systematic racism that has been implemented and that has a stronghold in regards to every level of decision making, from the House, from the Congress to the Senate, out to the president, from the police to the schools. All these things have one race of people controlling it. You understand what I'm saying? And so when that happens, we get things like this. We get an unbalance in regards to even. That's what I'm saying. It's like every level of society, we got these nasty motherfuckers messing with our kids. We got these nasty motherfuckers messing with our daughters and our sons, and like, trust me, I'm just getting started. I'm just getting started. But my point is that it's touching on the fact that if the decision makers of this country, from every level, from government to entertainment to the sporting world to academia, all of it, if it reflected the people that it governed and oversaw, there would be more people being holding themselves and everyone around them accountable. What I'm saying is there'll be more people holding themselves accountable. Now, I'm not saying that there's going to be complete fucking utopia. No. What I'm saying is there's going to be more eyes on shit because there's different cultures of people that are overseeing this body and this commitment and this committee, right? This organization, right? This this political group, whatever it is, whatever initiative it is, police force, like I said, from to the colleges, to the public schools, to the senates, to the local level, to the capital, whatever it is. That's what I'm saying. It's like if the people represent, if the people that were in those powers of position, if they represented and they were a pure reflection of the people that they are overseeing, managing, whatever it is, those diverse cultures would have an effect and appeal on people's accountability. That's my point. That's my point. Is that I don't think the statistics will be as high. It's just that it's unfortunate that one side, one group of people, one race of people are running everything, and now look what the fuck is going on in every level of society in regards to it. Trust me, I got my notes. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not just talking out of my ass. Yeah, we need to look at what's been going on. We need to look at what's been going on. The reason why this country is in the state it's in is because not everyone is involved in the decisions of this country. If more If the people that live in this country were part of the decision making of this country, we wouldn't have so much opposition in this goddamn country, let alone any other country, because most of them are governed and are controlled, have been colonized by one race of people, and that's the Europeans. So my point is that all this shit is happening is because of that imbalance. All this shit is happening is because of the systematic racism and the systematic oppression that's been set. All this shit is happening and it's blowing up in their faces, and they thought they could hide this shit because a lot of this is the fucked up thing too. A lot of these fucking cases that y'all are seeing, these are people that have been doing this shit for a long time. It's not even that they tried this one time or whatever the fuck. They've been doing this for a long fucking time. Sick fucking people they've been doing this shit for a long time. Meticulous, strategic, and they've been doing this for a long time. And they hold high levels of power. Now I'm not saying that people like me don't do this. Yes, there's sick people that look like me too, that have my skin color and that are dark skinned people. I understand that. And we have our nasty, deranged, sick people too. And we handling them. We need to handle them more too, but we handling them too. But my point is that if we had an even balance in regards to in the entertainment world of diverse cultures, then the way that these people think and their mentality and ideology of raping kids, marrying young fucking kids, idolizing young kids in a sexual manner, they would be like, man, everybody else don't like that shit. So it's like if there was a you know, an African boss or a Chinese or, and all this, and we all had different diverse ethnic backgrounds. What I'm saying is that all of us would be checking each other. But see, ain't nobody up there to check the Harvey Weinsteins. There's nobody up there to check the motherfucking Roman Polanskis. There's nobody up there to check the goddamn Donald Trumps. There's nobody out there to check the fucking what's his name, the fucking R. Kellys and all that. Nobody's up there to check these cats. Well, I mean, R. Kelly's a different story. He don't run too much, but still. And even R. Kelly, goddamn it, he's a nasty motherfucker. Don't get me wrong. Uh, but he ain't fucking no goddamn 10-year-old kids. But still, like I said, it's all the same fucking thing to me. R. Kelly can burn with the rest of these other motherfucking pedophiles. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got bad seeds too. We got bad seeds too. But my point is that in regards to these decision making, we would be catching these motherfuckers a lot sooner if we involved each other in the decision making. But instead, that's not what's happening. And this is why it's so fucking rampant. And this is why it's so bad. And what's unfortunate is that same ideology and that same fucking control of a person, other people adopt it. The other people in different walks of life tend to adopt that. Why? Because they see people like Harvey Weinstein going, well, if Harvey Weinstein can run around here and fuck whatever he want, if Donald Trump can run around here and grab pussies and fuck whatever he want, then I can do that too. So that's what's even worse and more deadly about condoning these type of fucking people. That's what's worse about condoning these type of people, because anyone around them, no matter where they come from, they see money and they see that you can get, not even get girls, you just take them, and no one says anything. That is giving an implication of it's okay as long as you have the money and the power. And I'm going to show you why that it's fucked up that even us as the fans, a lot of these people, a lot of these motherfuckers, we go watch their movies, we follow them, we fucking support everything they do, but then you don't know that they like hitting on 19-year-old girls and they're 40 fucking years old. They're hitting on 18-year-old girls and them motherfuckers is 45, got goddamn grandkids, and they're hitting on fucking teenagers. But y'all gonna go watch their fucking movies and call them sweet and love them and shit. Some of y'all even have fucking crushes on them, but they wouldn't fuck y'all because y'all are 25, 30. They want them younger than that. They want them younger than that. And half of these fucking people marry them. Half of them marry them. Yo, I mean, look, Jay-Z, yo, what do you think Jay-Z, how old do you think Jay-Z was when he met Beyonce? How old do you think he was? How old do you think Beyonce was? Y'all do that math. Y'all do that math. That shit is disgusting to me. Like, look, I'm 33. I'm not talking to no fucking 19-year-olds. I don't give a fuck how fine she is. What the fuck are we gonna do? Besides that, Look, I ain't fucking with no 19-year-old. That's a kid. I'm 33 years old. That's a fucking kid. I'm not saying that's pedophilia. What I'm saying is that just that type of perception that looking at somebody that's 19 and you goddamn like to me, I just think that's fucking weird, bro. I think that's weird. There's nothing that I can talk to with a 19-year-old kid, man, where we're chilling and we're chopping it up, and it's like we can't stop talking. I can't even think of something that I could fucking talk about with a 19-year-old fucking kid, and we stay uh, uh, intrigued, we stay engaged. I can't. I mean, we can chop it up for a second, but that's it. I'm not trying to fucking smash a 19-year-old goddamn. That shit is crazy to me, man. I just think that's fucking just. I just think that's nasty to me. Yeah, it's fucking weird. I think that's weird. Because 19 ain't too far from 17, 16, and anything else. That shit's weird. They're not even at a level of consciousness to where they even understand what the fuck is going on. They still goddamn kids. Either way, that's my point. My point is that this way of looking at, like I said, at something young like that and sexualizing it is what the fucking problem is. But then these movie moguls and all these fucking the Harvey Weinsteins and all them, they take it to a whole nother fucking level. They take it to a whole nother level. And I got some other folks too that I'm gonna show y'all that they take it to a whole nother level too. It's just fucked up game, man. It really is. And it's like I feel like I definitely have to address it. It's like I have to let y'all know how I feel about it, and I have to let y'all know that it is correlated to one side of people making all the goddamn decisions. Because a lot of this shit, a lot of these people have been doing this for a long time. And so since these motherfuckers look alike and they have the same fucking objectives in regards to what type of business and direction this country is going in, or their business, they will protect each other. That's why motherfuckers like Harvey Weinstein been doing this shit for years on end. So even when it comes to it, like in regards to pedophilia, even alone, average of it's about 21 million people are victims of it and are victims of sex trafficking per year, and it's a $32 billion business. So I don't give a fuck what you say. $32 billion that's going in and out. I'd like to assume a lot of people in high positions of decision making know there's $32 billion worth of human beings being run in and out of fucking places. If they know about the shit, $100 billion or $50 billion operations of illegal drugs or guns, I'd like to assume they know about the fucking people. You see, you can't just smuggle people like goddamn guns either. So it takes a lot of effort to move 21 million people. It takes a lot of effort to move 21 million people. 57% of pedophiles are white. 27% are black. 8% are unknown, and 6% are other. Now, that speaks to that also speaks to the nature of the who commits the acts repetitiously, right? And so another thing too. What's another stat? Um, most, I think it was 57%, 50%, 57% of most offenders are 30 years old and higher. You see what I'm saying? And so what's even worse is that the thing about it is that uh, Hollywood is where a lot of this is happening, and it's not even just young girls. These motherfuckers, they're going after the young kids too. Historically, Hollywood has been they've been sexually assaulting young men and women historically. It's even as far as, like I said earlier, Roman Polanski. He he was exiled in the 1970s for being charged of molesting a 13-year-old kid. And not only has this man won Oscars, what I'm saying, after that shit, not only has this man still made movies after that shit, but he's been living in exile in Europe, and he ain't coming back here because he knows that he's going to get put back in jail. But like I said, the supremacy that's at hand is permitting all this shit. You know what I'm saying? It's permitting all this shit. Yeah, legality wise, They can't just go over there and get him. But like I said though, man, for them to permit him to do any type of work in the entertainment field, and them knowing that he has had numerous complaints and accusations of sexual assault with a fucking minor, it just tells you that the powers that be are permitting it because it's either they don't give a fuck or, as you can tell and you can see that a lot of these motherfuckers are part of this shit too. You know, I read an article like a month or two ago. It was Katy Perry and Justin Bieber were saying that people would be surprised how many pedophiles are in the music industry. And a lot of them were saying that, especially the Justin Bieber's, that a lot of these dudes approach them, what I'm saying, on the regular basis. And it's one of those things where I think, and that's why I feel like that kid's so fucked up, why he's going to Jesus and doing all the shit he's doing, is because I feel like he's gone through, I can't even imagine what the shit, Justin Bieber's gone through behind closed doors with these fucking weirdos. I can't even imagine the shit. So yeah, so the Roman Polanskis, the Harvey Weinsteins, the Charlie Sheens, the Brett Ratners, the people in power positions, directors, Oliver Stone, Roy Price, the head of the Amazon Studios, he just resigned about a month ago because of these allegations of sexual harassment. And don't get it twisted, when they resign, that means they fucked up. You know you fucked up, didn't you? You know you fucked up, right? They know they fucked up. They know they fucked up. That's that Clocker shit. They know they fucked up. When they resign like that, I mean, obviously, yeah, it's like the image of the company's been tainted too, but it's one of those things where if they really didn't do shit and then they prove it, uh, not only could that exonerate them, but it's like you'll be fine. You'll be straight. But they can't do that because they're fucking guilty. That's why they resign so goddamn quick. Having all that goddamn money, you can't go buy like 3 30-year-old girls. I don't understand that shit. You could have went to Russia and bought you, like you could have done what Trump went and bought him Melania. He went and bought Melania. You could have went and just bought a chick like Melania, the same stable Melania come from. You could have went and bought one that looked just like her. I don't get it, man. So and another in another level, another aspect of this supremacy, this perverted side of it is that in religion it's the same shit. And we all know that it's the same shit in religion. In these churches, these men of authority have been raping and molesting these young kids, especially the young boys. And then what's even more fucked up too is that the church historically has known about these things. Not only have they tried to cover them up using propaganda and paying off the media, a lot of the motherfucking people who run the media go to the church. You know what I'm saying? They're followers of the goddamn religion. So it's not like they're gonna go out there and put their own church on Front Street like that. You know what I mean? So it's like you have to understand, and then even at a spiritual, when somebody has like a spiritual obligation to defend, you know what I'm saying? Like that will surpass even your family. You know, they'll surpass your family. A lot of people they they'll do. What was it? I think was it Isaac? Who was that? Was it Isaac? His daddy was trying to kill him or something, or God told him that sacrifice your son, and he was about to do it, and God stopped him. Like a lot of people will put their God and their religion past their kids. You see what I'm saying? So not only has that been a problem and a detriment to the victims in the church, because once these these priests who have these positions of power, once they take advantage of that power and then they sexually assault this kid gonna go tell their moms or their dad, and then the mom and the dad won't believe him because they think that this priest is a fucking saint, right? So then not only does nothing happen, but then the kid has to go back. He has to go back to the person who did that to him, while the parents are disregarding it because of the power of the faith, the power of the religion. And then a lot of times, even when it happens, not only will they not, some of them won't even press charges, but some of them won't even call the police because they're saying that they're going to pray it away. In 2014, a family in Memphis, the Memphis pastor, he was arrested for sexually assaulting a 16-year-old family member. And so, like I said, the parents didn't even call the police initially. Actually, the kid even told the parents, and I'm just summarizing the story, but the kid went and told the parents. Parents disregarded it, and then finally, when it got big enough, The pastor was arrested, but then the parents were saying we're trying to pray that this get resolved. Like they didn't want to press charges on the pastor. You know what I mean? So it's like it makes it even worse when it comes to levels like religion, things like that, and things like even the entertainment world. You know, where it's your livelihood, and then this man is propositioning you to do some nasty shit, and if you don't do it, your livelihood stops. So it's like a lot of these people, they feel obligated to do whatever the fuck they're told to do. You know what I'm saying? Same way in the church. A lot of these kids are they feel obligated to go back. Why? Is because their parents are disregarding what they're saying because priest, father so and so would never do that. He's the man of God, right? So they use this shit as weapons. That's what I'm saying. These people use this shit, and that's why I'm saying that. Like I said, if we had more diverse demographic of decision makers in these positions of power all around, I would like to assume these statistics would not be as high. I would like to assume so. I'm not saying it'll be a perfect utopia. What I'm saying is that because of the diverse cultures, people would be holding themselves a lot more accountable, holding themselves and everything around them a lot more accountable. Just because, you see, the thing is this, is because in some cultures, anything like that, motherfuckers will slit your neck. And if you had someone like that sitting next to you and you was a fucking pervert and you knew that if you did some shit like that, these people would slit your neck and we're all in the same fucking committee, god damn it, you wouldn't be running around doing this nasty shit. So my point is that, and that's just an example, but my point is that if we diversified our decision making, then people who make these decisions wouldn't be so quick to do these outlandish, perverted, and crazy shit that they've been getting away with systematically for long periods of fucking time. That's my point. Because most other cultures of people, they're not fucking cold hearted like that. So I'd like to assume that if we had different types of people in there, like I said, who are overseeing things, just like the Harvey Weinstein motherfuckers who were just as big like Harvey Weinstein's, and didn't look like him, they wouldn't have fucking shut. They wouldn't have shut up. They would have said something. They probably would. Y'all don't want to know what I do to Harvey, man. Y'all don't want to know what I do to him. So go back to my notes here. Look, now the thing is this: in sports, same thing. Men of authority are molesting these kids. I don't know if y'all heard about it, but well, I'm sure y'all heard about it. I'll just start chronologically. Over there in Penn State, Jerry Sandusky raping them boys, doing that shit for fucking years, years. Joe Paterno not saying a goddamn thing, right? These are men of God, right? Joe Paterno, all them cats, right? All these dudes, I think they're Catholic specifically. Joe Paterno. I don't know about Sandusky nasty ass. That motherfucker he belongs to the devil. Paterno, you do too. You do too. You let all them, you ignored the fact, disregarded that. You trying to tell me all these years, Paterno didn't know that these kids were going through the shit? And this man was like taking showers with him and all this, sleeping with him, like in beds and all this weird fucking shit. And that's why he got fired when Sandusky went to jail. You see what I'm saying? But what's the pattern? Systematic control of decision making. So then now these systems of assaulting fucking kids keeps going because people are ignoring this shit. That's a pattern. And I just explained that pattern. I just explained that pattern when it came to the churches. I explained that pattern when it came to Hollywood. You see what I'm saying? So the gymnast doctor, Lawrence Nassar, who was charged with 22 counts of sexual assault with the gymnast, that he was running around inspecting these kids and doing more than fucking inspecting them. Doing this shit for a long time. 22 counts, that's 22 kids. Imagine the ones that they didn't catch him on. Imagine the ones that didn't catch him on. You understand what I'm saying? So this shit is real. Like, the only reason why this man got away with it is because the positions of power that were probably even over him looked the other way. That's why. That's why. And I'd like to assume when it comes to gymnastics, I'd like to assume there is not a diverse group of decision makers. I'll look it up, but somebody prove me wrong. But I guarantee it. I almost fucking guarantee it. There is not a diverse balanced group of decision makers there that reflect all the different races of people that are in that sport. I guarantee it's probably one side of people that run that fucking sport. These are patterns. Y'all might not like them, but these are fucking patterns. You see what I'm saying? The teachers, y'all notice how nowadays, like the past 20, 25, 30 years, teachers fucking shit out of these students. Shit's crazy. Teachers fucking the shit out of these students. Uh, I grew up in the 90s. I'm an 80s baby, but like, middle school, high school, all that shit, 90s, and that shit wasn't going on. Like maybe at the end of my 90s, it started cracking off because I know somebody personally, a partner of mine, one of my homeboys, I think it was his nephew. He got caught fucking his fucking teacher. And he was a young one, like he was 13, 14, fucking his teacher. Down in fucking Texas. I ain't gonna say nobody's name. But that shit's crazy. You see what I'm saying? It's like just the over sexualizing of these fucking kids. Now in Texas, I like to assume majority of teachers. Look, there's a firm called Drive West Communications. They track news and reports of sexual misconduct by educators. In 2014 alone, there were 781 reported cases of teachers and other school employees accused of convicted sexual harassment and sexual assault cases. 781, 2014 alone, 781. In Texas is the home of the largest number of teachers who have sexual misconduct cases. You know what I mean? So it's like, not only has it something that's been getting worse, but like I said, it's one of those things where you trying to tell me that if it's getting worse, nobody's seeing this shit, or people ignoring it. It's one or the other. It damn sure ain't the first one. I'm sure some people don't know some shit, but one thing's for sure is that it's a pattern. It's a pattern. There's too many guys like that. There's too many teachers running around nowadays lusting over these kids. That shit is ridiculous. Um, in the music industry, same thing. Men of authority taking advantage of their positions by either forcing themselves or propositioning these young women or young men for record deals or what have you. But most importantly, uh, um, being sexual goddamn predators. You know what I mean? From B2K, we heard about him. I forgot the dude's name, Chris something, but he was the manager of B2K. Come to find out, the motherfucker was raping all them dudes, raping the shit out of them dudes. And when you hear the stories of all these other rappers, I ain't gonna say nobody's name just because I don't know. So I can't sit here and say somebody's name like that. I know about the B2K motherfuckers. That shit's out. But the R. Kellys. I know we got bad seeds too. The R. Kellys, and just because that's what his name, Chris Lighty. That's what his name was, Chris Lighty. But R. Kelly, the dude who managed B2K, like I'm sure there's a lot of motherfuckers who are just like him. Look at Mystical. Mystical out there raping the shit out of anything he can touch. You let Mystical get out of jail, he rapes something, throw him in jail. He gets out of jail, he rapes something. Like we got bad fucking seeds too. So I'm not trying to sit here and just say that my people are you know what I'm saying, we're perfect, and I'm not trying to blame not one. I'm not trying to say this race, this race, this race. Well, my point is that when one side and one race of people are making all of the decisions, then not only is weird shit is gonna just keep happening and snowballing, but then like I said, is that a lot of this weird shit statistically leans to the people who are running and doing all and running this fucking world and running this country, who's colonized everything from the music business. That's what I'm saying. Like I just did a video the other day. Who's running in Hollywood? What diversity is in Hollywood besides goddamn Tyler Perry and the lady who does Scandal? Shit, Oprah got kicked the fuck off. Oprah still got a channel, but you barely see her ass. You know that. Bill Cosby gone. What we got? What we got? We got BET? No. We don't own fucking BET. Viacom owns BET. Viacom owns fucking CBS and all them other shits. What do we got? We got OWN. We got on, but we can't get on. Not we can't. We got you got to have cable to fucking get on. That's Oprah shit. So my point is, and then that's what I'm saying. My point is that if there was an Oprah, if Oprah was just as big as Harvey Weinstein, I think that shit wouldn't have went on that long. That's my goddamn point. That's my point. If Oprah was as big as Harvey Weinstein, that shit wouldn't have happened like that. Something would have came out because there's too many people who care. And if those people are not involved in the decision making, if those different cultures are not involved in the decision making, if that diversity of thought is not involved in the decision making, then you will get these perverted ass motherfuckers as your result. That's my point. You know what I'm saying? And then look too, you can think about it. Look at Mariah Carey. You notice remember Mariah Carey married that old ass man? That shit was nasty, yo. That was what was that? Why was that old man wanting to marry Mariah Carey? You couldn't find no fine ass 50, 40, 30-year-old. Even a 30-year-old would have been fine. Mariah was like 20 something. That dude was like 50. That shit is fucking nasty. That's just nasty, like straight up. And, you know, the one who's leading the pack, you know, the man who's leading the pack out of all these motherfuckers, you know, is the face of this country. You know, the man who said if his daughter wasn't related to him, he would date her, and thought his daughter was attractive. And he said if he wasn't related to her, he would date his own daughter. He said he'll grab women by the. He said not even he would. He said grab women by the pussy. He was telling Billy Bush. We know who it is. We know the audio. He said, "Let me just grab them bitches by the pussy. They don't give a fuck." He said, "When you were rich, when you were a star, they don't give a shit. You just grab them by the pussy." That's the one who's leading the pack. And then married 2 or 3 foreign brides that you can buy off for like Amazon and Russia. Married just these weird ass women who you can tell he probably controls them because they can barely speak English type shit. You can tell. Like, can you imagine a conversation with him or any of his fucking wives? They can barely speak English. He's probably like, just shut up. Like, you always stuttering, saying stupid words. Like, you're not even saying it right. Like, I could see him saying that shit all day. I couldn't see him helping her fucking learn her English. That's the last thing I'd be seeing his ass doing. But my point is, that's the face of this country right now. That's the man who said if you're a star and you're famous and if you have power, you can grab women by the pussy. You heard him say it with his own lips. Is the face of this country right now. The same man who said if his daughter wasn't related to him, he would date her. That's the man who's running this country. It's like, what's so different from what he's saying about him being attracted to his own daughter and grabbing women by the pussy? What's so different about him and Harvey Weinstein? Like, tell me that. Like, tell me the difference. One just runs the country and the other one runs the Hollywood. To me, that's the only difference I see. They're both fucking predators. They're both perverts. You don't say that you grab women by the pussy. You don't even do that. You don't say you don't do that. You don't do that. When I was growing up, we weren't running around grabbing girls by the fucking pussy. What the fuck is you talking about? Like, that wasn't even a thought. Grab an ass cheek or something, slap an ass cheek. That doesn't even make sense. Like, how do you even do that? Like, you just run in there and just grab shit? It doesn't even make sense to me. Like, so I'm saying, it's like, that's something I feel Harvey Weinstein would say. I feel if it's like Charlie Sheen would goddamn say. That's the same shit. He would say the same type of shit. Weird shit like that. Grab women by the pussy? What the fuck does that mean? What do you mean? You don't grab it, you gotta rub it or something. Like, fuck, what the fuck you grab? You just grabbing it? That shit's aggressive. What the fuck is wrong with you? Shit is weird to me, man. But that's who's leading the pack with all this bullshit. The face right now of this country. That's who's leading the pack. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, and then y'all are surprised when y'all hear about the Harvey Weinsteins and shit, Bill Cosby too. He, you know what I'm saying? Throw him in the mix too. Fuck it. Throw him in the mix. Throw him in the mix. Even though y'all took everything that he made for us that had nothing to do with fucking sexual anything, but y'all still decided to take all this shit. And I hope they better take They better take Louis C.K. every single show Louis C.K. did. Y'all better take all his shit away. Y'all better take everything Kevin Spacey did. Y'all better take that shit away. Harvey Weinstein, everything he's ever been involved with, y'all better take that shit away. Oliver Stone, all the shit got to go. If y'all gonna take Bill Cosby which showed an incredible perception of a demographic of people that are historically have not been shown in a positive and good light. Y'all gonna take the only thing like that away that is not only historically loved and revered here in the States, but worldwide. Worldwide. Y'all gonna take that shit away because of what he did. Okay. Well then take all the shit, all the Harvey, all them shits. Take all them shit. All them people I was reading over earlier. All the Oliver Stone, Roy Price, head of Amazon. Anything that Roy Price and head of Amazon signed off on got to go. It got to go. It has to go. All of it. All the shit got to go. Every little bit of it. All these motherfuckers. Every single one of them. If y'all gonna take our shit, and especially take our shit it was a positive result. That shit ain't got, the Cosby Show had nothing to do with that motherfucker in regards to what he did. Nothing. Even fucking OJ got movies still out and all this shit. So all of it better go. It better go, or it will definitely not only confirm what I've been saying, not only confirm the fact that not only did they not give a fuck, but it's still a systematic approach to defiling and condescend every little thing we have done and turn that shit from a positive to a negative. So we don't come up in any way, shape, or form, socially, in regards to entertainment, all that shit. If they don't remove all the shit that all these sexual predators and pedophiles, all these motherfuckers, Charlie Sheen, I still see Charlie Sheen goddamn shows, and this motherfucker, not only has he been caught fucking dudes, but he's giving people, we got AIDS and shit, and he still got his show out, right? Because he was so beneficial to society with all his shows, right? Right. So these are the things that these are the things that these are the imbalances. These are the imbalances that I have to address. These are the imbalances that will cause these types of results, because nature will always scream for a balance. Even though, like I said, if people try to rig nature and a greenhouse effect. There's no houses in nature like that. Ain't no houses, like it's all bullshit. That's what I'm saying. So it's like if you try to tweak, you want to take politics, law, and tweak it and create a greenhouse effect of politics, and then you can play with the climate, right? You can play with the temperature. You can modify everything in it. Why? It's because it's not fucking real. It's all simulated. And then on top of that, the ones who are running it, it's only one type of people. That's it. It's only one type of people. It's only one type of people. So I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. And like I said, I'm gonna show y'all how we permit a lot of this shit. We idolize and we glorify a lot of this shit. You know, and y'all know, even socially, in some of these people's cultures, it's so even socially that dating young girls is cool. Like dating young girls, you get for somehow you get more credit or some shit. Like y'all know what I'm talking about. It's because that's the fucking problem. That's the problem. That's the problem, that if these motherfuckers thinking that dating a young fucking girl somehow you are more of a man, you're fucking sick, man. You sick. You sick. And I know that it's a thing. I know it's a thing. That's what I'm saying. I know it's a thing. I've been around out here. I know it's a thing with a lot of these people, a lot of different cultures, that dating young women is a cool fucking thing. Like they feel more of a man type shit. That shit ain't no fucking man. The fact that you are taking advantage of this kid mentally, and yes, you are taking advantage of this kid mentally, because without a doubt, you are mentally more experienced, not mature. You are mentally more experienced than that fucking that minor that you kicking it with, that you think you have a bond with. You have been around a lot longer than them mentally. So the cues, the subtle cues, the little hints and little ways, little tricks of verbal psychology. Not only do you know them shits, but half of the time you motherfuckers use them. Half the time you motherfuckers use them because you flirting with that goddamn kid. Even just when a 16-year-old boy is talking to a 16-year-old kid, a 16-year-old boy is talking to a 16-year-old girl, even then he's trying to use some psychological, some mental gymnastics because he's trying to holler at her, right? So if you were fucking 35, 40 goddamn years old, you talking to a 16-year-old girl, imagine how much more you're going to be trying mentally to play her as opposed to just talking to her. That's the shit I'm talking about. And that's why these motherfuckers are sick, is because they know mentally that they're stronger. They know mentally they're stronger. And that's a game that you play when you talk to somebody. It's not the words that are coming out your mouth. It's how the words are coming out of your mouth. And when there is an age difference like that, and it's a male and a female, and you on some weird shit like that, that's what the fuck is going on. Because there is no reason, no circumstance, no instant that a 47-year-old or a 37-year-old should be hanging out and being friends with a goddamn anything under 18 years old, goddamn it. If you ain't family, motherfucker, we ain't kicking it like that. I just don't want to do it. We just ain't gonna kick it like that. What the fuck are we gonna kick it about? What are we gonna talk about? What the fuck are we gonna talk about? If you family, that's different. That's family. It's my nephew, whatever the fuck, my niece, that's different. I don't fucking know you. I don't know you. Fuck we're gonna connect on. There ain't shit we're gonna connect on. So that's what I'm saying. So it's like the Charlie Sheens and whoever the fuck else who can sit and hang out with a goddamn 18, 19-year-old for a whole weekend and can stomach that shit. Like I said, bro, you're entertaining the sick side of your fucking head. So I'm gonna show you this right here. This right here. Look at this shit right here. Jason Statham. He's dating this chick. I don't know if he's married to her, but one thing's for sure is they are together. And there is a 19-year fucking difference. 19 years. That's a 19-year difference. So let's just say he was let's just say he was 40. Like all these dudes, I'll jump from 40 to 50, right? And then we'll subtract the age difference. So let's just say he was 40. She'd be 21. So for some reason, Jason Statham, being a 40-year-old man, you know what I'm saying, a 40-year-old action star, has been all over the world, has some has a connection and and a bond with a 21-year-old girl, which I'm pretty sure when he met her, she was not 21. So she was probably like 19 or fucking 20, while he was running around 39, 40 years old, not hanging out with other 39, 40-year-olds, going to places where there is 19 and 20-year-old girls. You see what I'm saying? And not only do we all watch this motherfucker's movies, but when the next one come out, guess where everybody's going to be at? This is the shit I'm saying, is that we all fucking condone this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Look at this shit right here. Look how fucking just dirty this shit look. This dude look like that's his daughter. Mary Kay Olsen and Oliver Sarkozy. Oliver, bro, that looks like your daughter, bro. And that's his chick, 17 years old. So if he was 40, then she would have been what? 23, right? Somewhere motherfuckers is hanging out was a 40-year-old motherfucker, which we know he's not 40, but there's somewhere where he's hanging out, and there's girls that are. I mean, look, I understand that. I'm not saying I don't go to places where there's fucking, there's a 19-year-old, there's a 20-year-old, a 21-year-old. You know what I'm saying? I can go to a fucking hookah lounge and there's an 18-year-old there. But my point is, I'm not gonna go sit down and try to holler at that goddamn 18-year-old and act like we're gonna chop it up and there's gonna be some shit that her and I gonna vibe on, or even just on some like as hot as fine as a young chick is. Like I said, for me, that's not enough for me. That's just fucking disgusting. George Clooney, same shit. 17-year difference. So when he was 40, his chick was 23. Right on. Okay, let's just say, what is it? Motherfucking a 33-year-old, still a 50-year-old. I don't know what. If I like right now, I'm 33. I can't think of a 50-year-old. I don't kick it with that many 50-year-olds. I don't kick it with 50-year-olds. If I did, I know some, but I don't kick it with them like that. Maybe she does, or maybe he just goes and kicks it with 30-year-olds. Which more than likely, I think that's the case. Is that he's going around places kicking it with 30-year-olds. I'm not saying just because he's 50, he got to go stay with 50-year-old people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that. My point is, it's just that I think when people try to gravitate towards younger people like that, I think it's just saying a lot for. It's saying a lot about them. And I think it's just weird sometimes when there is a huge age difference where it almost looks kind of disgusting. You know what I mean? Jerry Seinfeld, I just think that looks just creepy as hell, man. They don't even look like they're the same age, man. Look at this shit here. Oh my God. Alec Baldwin and what is it? Hilaria Thomas. Hilaria Thomas. 26-year difference. This motherfucker was damn near, he was pushing 30 when this woman was born. And he's loving it. You see what I'm saying? This type of perception and ideology. And then you wonder why the Harvey Weinsteins and the Charlie Sheens, they're trying to rape and fuck these little kids, man, is because this is a thing for them. Dating someone that's 30 years your minor is okay with these motherfuckers. That's what I'm saying is that, you see, I'm not saying that some of us don't do it in our culture, but it's fucking wrong and it's weird. I think it's weird as fuck, and that's why I think it leads to these type of problems when if it's so easy for you to date someone that is literally 30 years younger than you, then it's like a lot of these people it's not far to go an extra mile because the other shit's right around the corner. It's right around the corner. And oh, here we go. Boom. Y'all's playing. Mr. Grab her by the pussy. Mr. Grab her by the pussy. And there's his Russian wife that is 23 years. His minor. Okay? 23 years. So he's like 60. I don't know. He's probably like 60 something. And then she's probably like damn near 50. But like I said, like you even look at them, what the fuck are they gonna be talking about? What are they gonna be talking about? What? The news? What, the world, philosophy, goddamn what? What are they talking about? He bought that shit, bro. Straight up. That type of mentality, you can see it. And you can see it with the pattern of the type of women that these motherfuckers marry. Is that they're these weird Barbie looking, you know what I'm saying? They don't say much type of fucking chicks. Nasty motherfucker. Look at Harrison Ford, dating Ally McBeal. 22 years. Shit's crazy. 22 years. It's like, I don't know. It's like as if, it almost feels like the man is the one that's having like a midlife crisis when they reach back like that. You know what I mean? It almost looks like that, but obviously I'm not in their life, so I can't sit here and call it, but I will say when I see that I'm going, is that's not your daughter? Oh, you're banging her? Like you don't get credit for me. I think you're fucking weird that you're dating a chick that's like super young and I don't even know what the fuck y'all do besides fuck. And that's probably why you got her, which is even more weird. That speaks to even more how weird you actually are. And here's Charlie Sheen's daddy, and so obviously it runs in the family fucking with super young women. And I mean, I don't know if he's messed with boys, but your son has player 25 years difference, 25-year difference. So he was probably like 85, 100, and then he started kicking it with her. But like I said, it's just I don't know what they're doing. I just think it's weird. I just think it's so strange. I find it very strange when people who are 25, 30 years um, difference and not only and then it's always too, it's never a broke couple. It's always a rich ass dude with a young chick. So it's hard for me to just say it's love, man, because if it was love, like I said, you see that shit all the time. And when you come outside, you don't see that shit all the time. You don't see some old ass man banging some fine ass young girl and he ain't got no money. You don't see that shit. What do you see? You see a young ass woman banging an old man who's got a bunch of money. That's like, don't be mad at me when I say it's not love. Don't be mad when I say it's not love. Look at this nasty shit here. Look at this. He's this. It's a grandpa. Sully Ronnie Wood is uh, is dating his granddaughter Sally Humphreys. 31 years. It's only saying one thing. This is only saying one thing. Bruce Willis dating this chick. 24-year difference. Look at just night and day. Like, that's what I'm saying. And y'all wonder why. Look at this shit. Look at old ass man. Rest in peace though. I heard he passed away. But still, I still think it's strange that you date. Like when he met her, not only was she even younger, not only was Celine Dion even younger when this dude met her, but like I said, I think she. That's what it was. She's a virgin. She was a virgin when she met him. She has only had sex with him, and that's even more creepier to me, to be honest with you, because that's saying that he wanted a virgin. That's what that's saying. And to me, that sounds like that was some more whatever, like Illuminati type weird shit right there. But like, yeah, I hope y'all see my point. Do y'all see the pattern? Is that for some reason, Caucasian men, when they get a bunch of money, they feel like when you have it all, it's like you gotta have the young ass woman on your side. So it's like it's almost like a way of thinking, and like the trophy wife has to be some young ass fucking chick. And I'm not saying all of them are like that. What I'm saying is that there's a pattern here because in all levels of decision making, this shit has been permitted. The Harvey Weinsteins and all these motherfuckers didn't just start doing this yesterday. And the only reason why I feel like not only has it been permitted and they have been allowed and permitted to keep sexually assaulting these kids is because the people that are around them making decisions too look just like him. And they're probably fucking involved with it too, goddammit. But I'm not saying they all involved, but like I said, most of them look like him, so they're a little more obligated to shut the fuck up. That's my point. That's my point. Woody Allen dating a chick 35 years younger. Look at him. He's holding about an arm like, "Don't you go nowhere." Like, just weird shit. That shit is so fucking creepy, man. It's so nasty. And y'all wonder why. Look at this shit. Sylvester Stallone, same shit. And y'all wonder why. Look, and he think he the fucking man. He's standing there like I'm the shit. And I got a kid who, I think I'm pretty sure Sylvester Stallone got a daughter or a son who's that age, if not older than that. And they are cool of having sex with a chick that's just as old as their daughter. Like, that's fucking strange. All that shit's strange to me. That shit is strange as fuck. Paul McCartney, 18-year difference. 18-year difference. And we know how long he's been famous. So you can only imagine how long he's been doing this. You know how many Nancy Chevelle's Paul McCartney's been through? Do you know how many Jennifer Flavin's Sylvester Stallone has been through? Do you know how many Sonny Perkins Woody Allen has been through? Are y'all getting my goddamn point? I hope y'all get my point. I hope y'all get my point. Eddie Murphy too. Look at this shit. This is it's a pat. Look, we got bad seeds too. We got them too. Goddamn, that shit is nasty, bro. You weird. Your first wife, you was on point. The one you had your kids with, she's not only she cold blooded, but she was actually your fucking age, or at least close to your age. Jeff Goldblum, same shit. 30 years. 30 years. That shit is crazy to me. 22 years. How many of these you had, Kevin? How many Christines you done met? These dudes are like fucking vampires. You know what I mean? At least they look. At least they damn near look the same age. You know what I'm saying? They both look nice and old. But like I said, when you start seeing, look at Billy Joel, man. That shit is ridiculous. But it's very telling. It's very telling. Just like it's very telling. It's very telling. So what we got to understand is that there is a system that's set in place that is permitting a lot of this bullshit, unfortunately, and um, it's been at the cost of a lot of innocent lives and a lot of A lot of people a lot of innocence that have been stolen. That's been stolen, and it's unfortunate because if if they didn't have money, they wouldn't get away with it. If they weren't part of the system that I've been talking about, that they wouldn't get away with this shit. But they have, right? Right? We don't know what the result may be when it comes to the Harvey Weinsteins. Are they going to pursue charges, the Kevin Spaceys? We don't know. We'll see. But one thing's for sure is, like I said, if they're gonna take Bill Cosby shit, something like A Different World, something like the Cosby Show that was so essential to not only the black community but all other ethnic communities in regards to showing um, a peaceful perspective of people. They took that away, and I feel like it was a little more calculated, and it had a lot more to do than just Bill Cosby. And so I feel like if they take his shit, y'all better fucking take all of Harvey Weinstein's movies. Y'all better take everything goddamn Charlie Sheen did. Y'all better take all that shit. All that shit. The dude I named from Amazon, uh, what's his name? Roy Price, the head of Amazon. Everything he's been involved with, take it. Y'all take that shit. Y'all took ours and shit that we needed. Shit that we actually needed too. And y'all left us with fucking Carmichael show. The fucking at least the mayor, you got a goddamn black mayor, but still, the mayor ain't goddamn in no goddamn Cosby show. It ain't no Cosby show. It ain't no Different World. Different World ain't had shit to do with none of that. Y'all took that shit away. That wasn't because of how fucked up Bill Cosby was. That's because y'all don't want good perceptions of black people out there on TV. Y'all don't want us to see shit like that. Y'all don't want people of ethnic descent to see other people of ethnic descent on TV, middle class and speaking eloquently and y'all don't want to see it. Y'all don't want that for us. Y'all don't want that shit for us. Y'all don't want that shit for us. So with that being said, folks, y'all keep your eyes and your ears glued, to these to your news sources in regards to results of these fucking nasty fucking people. You know what I'm saying? Like nasty fucking people, straight up. And my thing, like I said, like there's bad seeds in all cultures, but like I said, is that right now I'm addressing the motherfucking system that has been protecting these motherfuckers, and the reason why they've been protecting these nasty bastards is because they look like them. God damn it, that's why. That's why. That's why. You want to say it's money? Then who got the goddamn money? Who got the money? They do. So don't say it's money. Don't tell me it's fucking money. We don't have them goddamn money. They do. So that's them. Don't tell me, oh no, it's got nothing to do with race, it's money. Who got the money? Who got all the money? Who got the banks? Who's got the money system? Who came up with the money system? The fucking credit system. Who came up with that shit? Using that shit against you. Fucking idiots, man. You know what I'm saying? Like some people that just, I'll call it, look, man, I'm gonna call it what it is. Like I don't like, I used to care. I'll tell you that. I used to care. I used to care what people thought about all this shit. I used to care. I used to. It's past tense though. It's past tense. Why the fuck should I care about what y'all think when none of y'all give a fuck about what's even going on out here? Let alone even know. Don't even realize what the fuck is going on out here. Y'all watch movies in Hollywood and shit, not ever thinking who runs Hollywood. What do the people look like who actually run the shit? Y'all don't think about that shit. Y'all just watch the fucking movie. And then when you watch movies that are supposed to be correlated with history, most of y'all just watch that shit, regurgitate it as if that was the true history, and don't even go look it up When somebody starts talking about Egypt, you try to tell them Elizabeth goddamn Taylor was Cleopatra or somebody that looked like her, type stupid shit. Half y'all don't even know what the fuck is going on out here. All y'all know is that Harvey Weinstein and them are just some nasty pedophiles. How do you think they've been getting away with doing this? That motherfucker been making movies for so long. Do y'all understand how long he's been making movies? You know how long he's been making movies? So you imagine how long he's been doing that shit. And people like Family Guy have made jokes years ago talking about if you get stuck in they showed Stewie running out of a basement saying he was stuck in Kevin Spacey's basement. Talked about uh, don't stay in an office with Harvey Weinstein. All this shit was years ago. It's because they all fucking know about it. They all knew about the shit. They all knew. You trying to tell me they don't know about? They never knew about Charlie Sheen, nasty ass, fucking all sorts of whatever the fuck. I bet Charlie Sheen probably even fucked an animal, weird ass. I'll bet you money. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all gotta look at this shit. Who are the decision makers, and what do they look like? Do they reflect the people they are governing or overseeing or managing? That's the question. And y'all see the answers. You see who are the heads of the music entertainment business. It ain't goddamn Jay-Z. It ain't Puffy. It ain't them. It ain't Rick Ross, motherfuckers. It ain't even fucking Drake. It ain't even him. How you think he getting it? Y'all forget Drake Jewish. Y'all forget the motherfucker Jewish. Of course he's in. The motherfucker Jewish. He all the way in. So, like I said, man, this is a pattern because there is a system that is set in place, and that system has only one side of decision makers. And I've ran down from the church, from entertainment to sports. We done went down the list to schools, academics. We ran down the list. The teachers fucking shot his kids at an overwhelming rate, statistically. Oh, especially in goddamn Texas. Texas do got some fine ass teachers up there. I'm just playing. I'm just playing, man. But yo, real talk. Real talk. It's a fucked up world. But that's why we need to have these conversations. And that's why I'm gonna point out these little things. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna point out these things, and the only way we can fix them is diversify our decision making. Diversify our decision making. How? By including the rest of the fucking people that are on this planet with you. And they're in whatever country, whatever county, whatever state, whatever neighborhood, whatever village, whatever favela, whatever township, whatever squatter camp, whatever it is. Involve everybody in the decision making, or you will see the ripples. You will see the fucking reaction of not doing that. You will see it. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen because not one side has ever been ordained to save everybody. Nobody came here and said Europeans come colonize all of us and tell us what we should be doing and sell us as slaves. Nobody, no God, nobody asked y'all to do that shit. Nobody commands y'all to do that shit. But like I said, the systems that have been set in place and implemented are what's allowing this fucking bullshit. And that bullshit is theirs. That bullshit is theirs. Because there's none of my people in there making them decisions. So that's why I know it's got nothing to do with mine. Now, if we had some of my people in there, we had some Indians, we got the Chinese, whatever the fuck else in there, then I'd like to assume people will be holding themselves and everyone around them a lot more goddamn accountable. That's what happens when you involve everybody in the decision making. Everybody knows what's going on. So all the bullshit that y'all motherfuckers try to run, y'all wouldn't be able to run it. That's why you do not involve everybody. That's why. If they involved everybody, I think that people would catch on. And they know that. That's why the ones they do involve are people that just reflect their ideologies and their perceptions. When people try to tell me J.C. Watts, J.C. Watts, what the fuck was J.C. Watts? But a Republican, but a black person to tell you to vote with them. That's all the fuck he was. So I don't want to hear that shit. So hey, thank you for your time. I appreciate it, man. Like, subscribe, follow, whatever the fuck. Most importantly, comment down below. Yo, we got some sick bastards out here. Y'all listen, man. Y'all gotta be, that's what I'm saying. Y'all can't be dating fucking young ass kids like that, because that's why. Because it leads to weird shit like that. Y'all need to stop that shit. That shit is not fucking cool. Dating some young ass fucking kid is not cool. It'll make you no more of a man. That shit's fucking weird. Y'all need to stop that shit. Idolizing young fucking girls and young boys, you weirdos, that shit gonna get you killed. Straight up. So I'd rather leave y'all with that, because I know some of y'all nasty motherfuckers might run into this video. This world is too big. So I'm telling y'all right now, whatever y'all doing, it's gonna catch up to you. It's gonna catch up to you. Someone like me gonna catch your ass in a fucking alley. I swear to Christ. Oh, and I hope it is me. I hope it is me. That shit is Christmas. And I don't fucking like Christmas anymore. But I still like the lights and all that shit. And I'll fuck one of y'all up so goddamn quick. I'd fuck one of y'all up so goddamn quick. Nasty fucking bastards, man. And statistically, too, it is men more than women that do this shit. The sexual assaulting, it is men that do this more than women. Yes, women do it, but statistically, it is the men that do that shit. Actually, I think it was 90, no, I think it was like 95, 97%. Don't quote me on that, but majority, overwhelming majority, statistically, is men. 57% black, 27%, 57% white, 27% black, 8% other, 6% mix or some shit like that. It's fucking nasty. So I'm saying, it's like people need to start. It's not even. I can't even say y'all need to start thinking different. It's not even that, because it's a mental defect in people who look at a young girl and sexualize them. That is a mental fucking fuck. Whatever the fuck that is. Y'all just fucked up. Y'all need a fucking foot in your mouth. That's what you need. Foot in your neck. So real shit, keep your eyes open, man. Unfortunately, we live in that type of world. These kids can't go out here and play nowadays, and be safe. So keep your eyes open. Protect yourselves. Protect your family. Protect your neighbors. Talk with one another. Create neighborhood neighborhood watch systems where these kids can play in these streets and feel safe in their neighborhoods. If people knew each other in the neighborhoods, y'all know who the pedophiles are and who the sick, weird people are. If we congregated and conversed with each other, engaged with each other in our neighborhoods. Nowadays, my neighbors cold as fuck. I know two of my neighbors. I talk to like two of them. All the other ones, motherfuckers act like they don't even know me. They'll see me at a 7-Eleven, they'll act like they don't even know me. Just common respect, common etiquette. That shit don't exist no more. Motherfuckers will live right next door with each other and act like they don't even fucking know each other, let alone give a fuck. That's not conducive to society. That's not conducive to the world. I'm not saying talk to a motherfucker you don't like. What I'm saying is we should all have the common respect for each other as men and women and human beings that walk this earth. You feel me? We should all have that for each other, no matter what it is. There's a lot of motherfuckers I don't like, but I'm not going to go out of my way to disrespect them, especially if I live by one of them. I'm not going to go out of my way to disrespect nobody. There's no need to. But my point is that when people who even live around each other don't even engage with each other, that is a form of disrespect to each other. It's a form of disrespect to each other. Because y'all could be creating an ecosystem over there. But instead, motherfuckers is just here, motherfucker here, you here, you here. All you get is, hey, how you doing? That's it. None of that. Motherfuckers don't talk about nothing. Don't hang out or I'm not trying to even say hang out. I'll bring you some cookies or something, and we talk about sports for 5 minutes, and that's it. But like I said, just to create that rapport with each other, where if anything ever happened in this area, I know what's up with you, you know what's up with me. But nah, people ain't like that no more. People don't even know their neighbors, let alone even care to talk to them. But like I said, that if we did, a lot of these weird ass shits, a lot of these weird ass perverted ass people who come in the cracks and take advantage of your kid or whatever it is, a lot of that shit would not be fucking happening if people blended their cultures and blended just themselves with each other. Because people be talking like, look, hey, so and so, that motherfucker weird. Everybody be talking about that. But if you don't know each other and nobody's talking, how the fuck y'all gonna know that dude's weird as fuck? That's my point. We need more community. But we can't have community when one side is making all the decisions for everybody. We can't have community and ecosystem when one race is making all the decisions for everybody. That's my point. So I'm going to leave y'all with that. Thank you. I appreciate your time. Like, subscribe, follow. Peace.